Hello everyone, we're coming to you from cold Sweden, and we're gonna comment on this last great tournament of the Agot 1.0 era.
It is the semifinals in Stahleck.
And the people commenting are Pontus Drimling and
Andreas Aldrin, not the guns guy. Who are playing? It's Jesus from Spain and här kan jag kutta lite om jag vill. Jag kan bara...
Ja, nej, den chatten försvann för mig.
Ondřej, Raius, Kubiš.
Mm?
Är han från Ungern eller Bulgarien?
Jag vet
eller
inte.
något? Nej, han är tjeck. Playing Targ, kör det.
Vad heter han då? Okej, Raius.
Det är bara kör.
And Raius playing Targ, Kings of Summer, an old favorite deck of mine. I'm guessing that the hope was that with threat restricted, people wouldn't expect burn, and then you build burn anyway.
Yeah, we were trying to make this work in Sweden, in the Stockholm meta at least, and it worked pretty well, I think, but it got dropped for some reason.
It got beat by Lannister, weirdly enough.
Oh.
In 3 consecutive games, and then we didn't look at it again for some reason. I also heard that the DC meta almost played it at Worlds with Rhaenyra's Hill.
Ouch.
Another favorite trick of mine. And we're starting here right away, and we see the Stark player looking for a winter bird. Making it winter is, of course, not great for Kings of Summer, who draws one less card in winter.
Do you think it's good to use it right off the bat instead of cancelling out the summer after he makes it summer?
No, I would wait. I would wait. But he got a King's Road on setup. So if he plays it now, takes one card in the challenge phase, and then there's one less card in draw, that's 2 cards. So he might have a Sam on hand or something.
Of course.
But in general, I would wait. I would, because these type of Stark decks, this is Darkwing Dark Words, but they use winter, but they don't rely on winter.
Yeah.
Whereas the Kings of Summer, for him, it must be summer for this deck to work.
We do see him with a bad setup, not a little bit of economy, but not much, and making it winter then also, of course, really hurts.
Absolutely. That being said, the Targaryen player chose to go first, so that he didn't have to suffer winter, at least in his marshalling this turn.
Yeah. Have you met Jesus?
Have I met Jesus? Not this Jesus.
Okay.
I said hello to him, but I haven't played him. Have you played him?
No, I've been to Bataya and I've been to Stahleck last year and this year, but I can't remember who he is.
Oh, that's a interesting place. So he chooses to burn out Ser Jorah right away in the marshalling phase. Even though that Ser Jorah is a favorite for burn players, as it gives -1 to all characters when it leaves play. So getting him out in challenge phase is usually more what you want. But then again, I didn't see his hand. Maybe this was his only play.
And also, he plays to be a dragon as restricted, so making a big threat move with it won't happen anyway.
That's true.
Dissension on the Dragon Thief.
Dissension is so common in Stark now with Old Nan and making her stand with followers. And it's just generally a really good card because you're meeting Targ, you're meeting Martell, you're meeting Lannister. And there's always a nice target.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, it's a pretty dead card against Baratheon and Greyjoy, for example.
Well, not with Old Nan.
Not with Old Nan, of course.
With Old Nan, anything goes.
More economy and Daemon. Now it's deadly and stealth now.
Yes, right. He only has renown if the Stark player has no agenda. We're making these comments from memory, and we're hoping we're correct, but soon enough we will all forget 1.0, and no one can blame us.
Out comes Varys, discarding the Dragon Knight. No board.
He didn't make it winter.
Oh, that's
right?
true.
He has that bird. He got rid of all the intrigue icons on the other side, and then he didn't feel any need to play it. So now the opponent knows that if he makes it summer, the other guy will turn winter again.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's nice move.
This doesn't look good at all for Targ.
Raius, this doesn't look good. It's not a dream start, and the opponent is gonna get off all 3 challenges. It's very hard to see what would stop him. He might choose to skip the power challenge in favor of just taking dominance.
Yeah. Or maybe do a power challenge and steal his gold with support of the kingdom.
That's also... Oh!
Okay. Ouch.
So, first, among the cards you really want to draw out of a Targaryen player's hand, Khal Drogo is number 1. And then on top of that, killing off Raius' already poor economy. This is not a good start. Having been at Stahleck this year, I of course know the result of this game, but I haven't seen the game before this, and I had no idea it was such a...
This is too brutal.
Brutal start.
Yeah, I had no idea how he can come back. Imagine we have to Valar and...
We're gonna see a Valar.
Try to...
But still, with Valar... I don't know.
1 gold if he goes... 1 gold if he goes second. That's...
Yeah. If he has that bird in hand, he can make it back to summer and then just draw 3 cards next round and try to get back into it. But, it's a very, very bad situation for Raius there. Look at the Stark player's board. Not only does he have 4 great characters, on top of that, he has 4 locations, a full hand.
He has drawn the board. Oh.
And also this command by the council. Darkwing Darkworks has a weird ability to always have the right card in hand, to always have that right event. I think it's spectacular.
He's thinking very, very carefully about this plot. I imagine he doesn't want to Valor, and I don't think he will play it, but...
I don't know how he's coming back, but this plot decision is essential if he is going to have any chance in this game. For the American players joining us, I can say that lovely arm bracelet that you can see in picture there is there to show who gets to eat and who doesn't get to eat. It's It's not a European fashion statement. There. Okay, what do you think? Is it gonna be Valar or no Valar?
Time for Ravens. Time for Ravens. Yes.
Time for Ravens. Against retaliation.
Oops.
Oh, that's rough. That's a very safe plot choice. You get your economy, you get your 2 claim. Had it been against Valar, he would have been fine. If it isn't against Valar, he's also fine.
And now he probably looks for a summer raven, and he can't make it summer because he knows he has a winter raven on the other side.
So he makes it summer, it becomes winter immediately again. Which again is so rough because it means an extra intrigue claim, meaning he will lose 3 cards from his hand if it's winter this turn. And then only draw 1 card next. It is a summer raven.
Yes. But he wasn't sure. Just because he knows that he won't be able to keep it summer anyway.
He could have gone for a carrion bird instead. That being said, it's hard to see him coming back. I would be very, very impressed.
So access to 5 gold? More or less.
Yeah.
Because that's a fiefdom, right?
Yeah. 5 gold, unless he wants to be able to do an incinerator. Use that influence for something. Some spectacular effect. Really, I don't know what. I don't know if you've played Fields of Fire or the summer burn event.
We can check.
We have the deck list. This is fantastic. This is a great idea. We're waiting a few days before commenting because you get the deck lists. So let's see. In his event pile is not Field of Fire.
It's more of an aggro version.
It's one of these cards. So it's 2 influence in a challenge, -2 to everyone who isn't a dragon. In the challenge. It's one of these big effects that you're looking for when you start building your Kings of Summer decks. And it more often not gets dropped because it's just really a good time to use it. And you might sit there without the influence and without an ability to play it.
Is it 2 influence?
2 influence.
Yeah. So his only source uses for influence is Incinerate and Flamekiss, right?
Incinerate, Flamekiss, and
the
the horseback archers.
Dragon Thief and
Dragon Thief. So some... Of course, those are not dead cards if you don't have the influence.
Exactly.
You can just pay money for them.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can do here.
Is he passing on marshalling?
I think he just passed marshalling.
No locations, nothing.
No build up, nothing in shadow. He still has his 4 golds.
Oh, this is ugly.
This was not the situation he was looking for. When he was sitting at home, building this deck, planning out Stahleck, this is not how he saw it going down. You can bet on that. But sometimes your deck crap out on you. It happens to every deck, no matter how good it is. It's just sad when it happens in the semifinals.
Indeed. 2 claim intrigue.
2 claim intrigue, and notice he always goes in with 2 characters. He's prepared for that burn. He doesn't want any surprises. Getting that intrigue challenge through is his most important part.
Yeah, he doesn't
his
care
plan
about
right now.
power. He doesn't care about military. It's only the intrigue challenge that matters.
Yeah. And there. Now he can stand and take dominance. And he's up to 6 power already. Which isn't that bad. It's nothing compared to the board advantage that he has currently.
lots of economy. He has draw and characters, and also he has Harrenhal to look for even more stuff.
And you notice he didn't play single characters. Once the opponent passed on marshalling, he didn't need to play his characters. You can bet that he's sitting with them,
Of course, and
awaiting that Valar.
I even saw some economy in his hand. It's Street of Sisters, I think. Don't have to play it out. No
Don't have
reason.
to play it, I'll just keep it. When you meet in Kings of Summer, you can pretty much bet on them not playing Rule by Decree. So, hypothetically, what would bring this game around at this point?
Maybe if he started giving beers away. he needs
Shot
to do
for
it
plots.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
If you're gonna win this, you gotta do shot for plots.
So it's
That's some alt art there.
Aftermath. It's the Bavarian one from
Oh.
from the Crossroads Inn tournament, which against Forgotten Plans isn't that good.
It isn't a great matchup, is it? It's. I don't know how much it would have saved for him, but it certainly won't save anything now with Forgotten Plans out.
It could have done something.
At
For
least he
sure.
got to choose initiative, so he chose to go last so that he can play his Summer Raven, I'm betting.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that card draw going and looking through his deck for answers. On the plus side, he still has his Valor.
So we see him sitting on refugees and oh, here it's coming out. He's holding back so much.
The Stark player is.
Yes, yes. Well, now he's playing out stuff. Discarding useless cards that he doesn't want to draw. Do you think he wants the opponent to Valar next turn, just to start ending the game?
I don't know. Now he has to play a little bit of characters because the opponent still has the chance to marshal. Last time he knew the opponent was done. Raius was done with his marshalling. Jesus could just hold back. Now he wants to make sure that he has control of the board. But of course, a card in shadow. Yeah. I also thought the Sansa was a very pro play.
Discarding the economy?
Discarding the economy, just thinning out that deck just a little bit. Just that little edge. He knows that he'll be ahead in cards in command for a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Black Raven. And it is at least summer. Which is not much of a comfort in this game. The shadow card could be Mirror Read.
Most likely. Could be Arya.
Yeah. Mirror Read is the restricted choice of this Darkwing Dark words.
Red
And
Warlock.
Red Warlock, that's a great idea. It's if it's summer, it lets you look for an attachment. So he can play it without losing cards.
A second Black Raven.
The card that we could see at the bottom of the deck there is Fairweather Followers, and I've never gotten that card to work. It's when it's summer, you can stand it up when you play an event. It's a 3 cost, 3 strength military intrigue icon, and I like the idea of that card, but for me, it's never.
No keywords.
Nope.
No.
No.
Let's see. Is he gonna do anything else? He has no gold left.
Oh, and we can see from Gray's hand there that he still has another Black Raven. So
He did look for it with the Red Warlock.
he looked for it with Red Warlock. See, I missed that.
Mhm.
You're very attentive. Instead, the standard play is, of course, with the Red Warlock to find that Flame Kiss. But this could have been a good move. Intrigue with stealth.
And immune to opponent events, so he knows he can't do anything.
That's very true. Oh, military, of course.
Yeah.
Now it's an intrigue. I don't know, maybe he overplayed his hand here. He surely doesn't need all these characters on the board now.
Well, Arya goes back. I think he has 2 more in his hands.
He gets to draw one for Kalkonnen.
And if he Valars, he will get to look at the top 3 for something he needs.
That's also true.
Characters.
Yeah, that Harrenhal. It's often too expensive, but in this match, when you already had the board locked, Harrenhal is fantastic. I guess since I'm a Targ player, at the bottom of my heart, I feel a lot with this side of the board, and I'm thinking about how desperate he must feel now with Raius. But Jesus, on the other hand, he must be really happy. He must be sitting there ecstatic thinking, I'm going to go to the finals.
Yeah, he is.
This is my game. I'm going to go to the finals.
Maybe he's even looking on the other table.
Checking out who is going to...
Thinking about
what's his
next
matchup. We know that at the other table at this time, there's a Martell No Agenda going up against a Greyjoy
Kings
of Winter.
Yes. He
ambushes from the plains to get Khal Drogo into play.
And back to his hand.
He had another Khal Drogo. No, he got it from the discard
Yes.
pile, and then it goes back to his hand. That's very good.
It's a good play.
It's a good play.
Won't change anything.
Or not much, at least. It slowed down the power. Just a little bit. And now it must be Valar. There's no choice. There's must be Valar. All men must indeed die. But you're right. Arya goes back to Shadow. Kalkonnen lets you draw a card. Harrenhal lets you look at the top cards and choose one. It's not the Valar he needs, but it's the Valar he has.
At the gates as well.
With the extra initiative. So.
Green Seers.
Canceling at the gates. That's nice. It changes something. I mean, having a Lewin out here as well would just have been too much. Someone reminded them, the judge probably reminded them, there's actually a price to that aftermath.
Harrenhal, you can see...
Events.
I don't recognize those. It's a bit dark as well, of course, but...
Was it the claim race one?
Could have been. Let's see. We don't get to see what he looked for. So I guess the Stark player is going first, since he wanted to trigger at the gates after.
And now he's going to make it winter. Which is going to make it... I just laugh all the way to the bank. When he makes it summer again. He might die, but it will be summer when he dies. And there's Condon.
I think I see a distraction.
Well, man.
Stealth on the power. He has more economy in hand, but this passes.
He passes. Well, he can take out Arya. I still feel that that was a bit light. The opponent has played his Valar now. Was that all the characters he had?
I think so, yeah. He has a White Raven in some events and economy in hand. Dario?
Yeah. And he, of course, gets to draw a card still, but...
Isn't that only when he gets killed?
Nope.
Oh, killed or discarded.
Killed or discarded.
Distraction to draw a card.
Yeah. And, of course, to kneel Dario.
To kneel Dario, of course. He doesn't have any gold left, I think, no?
And he has draw capped. I hope they remember this.
He has?
He has drawn twice for Kyle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
one time now for distraction.
I thought you meant the Targ player.
Oh, no. No. He just wishes he draw capped.
We see Yuri coming out.
And there's Arya. Pay a gold. There you go. Very well disciplined players considering how long they've been playing by this time. It's almost as if they played this game before. For my guess is that they're not amateurs, neither of them.
They are in the semifinals.
They are in the semifinals of the biggest August 1.0 tournament ever.
So, let's see, is this a military? I have to think, yeah, it should
And I
be.
wouldn't be surprised if this was Raius' first setup all day.
Most likely, it's an aggro deck. Probably has really great setups.
Really great setup, filled of 2 claim plots. His plan is to go on there, get out there, get his card, and just keep beating the opponent, right?
Get ahead,
Get ahead, stay ahead. And this isn't what he's getting right now.
So, he does have one character in the dead pile, right? The Red Warlock. So it could be a to be a dragon play somewhere here.
There could be a to be a dragon play somewhere here. That would be really nice, because now if he has to take claim for military, it isn't an easy choice. Because you want Eerie to die and attach him to Dario so he doesn't kneel in power and so in the future. But this round, you really want to make sure that you get one challenge through so you can pull out that Khal Drogo for a second challenge and somehow get back on the board.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
So I have to imagine there is a to be a dragon in his hand. Because I think I would have killed Eerie anyway, because...
If there was a to be a dragon in my hand, I would have killed Eerie. And then attached him to Dario, and then to be a dragon Dario. Getting that power, intrigue, and a military with Khal Drogo. So I'm suspecting that there is not.
Dragon Thief. I think I would have kept... Oh, no, it's in zero claim. Never mind. Caitlyn.
And Caitlyn.
Of course. Why not?
Why not? And then dominance for those extra gold. 13 power. This is the end. Song of Summer is a nice plot. It's not gonna get him there. Time Wolf. Now this is very special to me. So for me, Nymeria. Nymeria is such a fantastic card with Time Wolf. It's so great against Valar. It's just strongest.
The Stark Tower in general.
The Stark Tower in general very strong. But this deck doesn't play Nymeria.
It plays one Grey Wind.
1 Grey Wind. That's it.
And Ghost.
And Ghost, which is the one he chooses to pull out now and get into play. Probably a safe choice.
It's the neutral one. It's not the bouncing with mirror one.
It's not the bouncing with mirror one.
I don't even remember. He gives something to Jon Snow, right?
I think he does give something to Jon Snow, but...
And he's immune to events when Jon Snow is in play, I think. And stealth or deadly or something.
It's still a very weird choice. He's playing mirror as is restricted.
It should have gotten put into play, right?
It should have gotten put in play.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit here and say that he's making bad choices for his deck, but I will throw in a weird choice. A choice not obvious. Certainly a pro choice. Somehow. And there's a refugee. And there's another refugee.
Then he has his economy in Khaldrogo and the second Black Raven.
And he can't protect against that intrigue challenge. So he's considering to keep the other cards to see if he can protect Khaldrogo.
Should be able to get one challenge through, right? Oh, depends on how much he
with
marshals.
Kings of Summerad? So
Yeah.
he has +1 in strength everywhere? I'm sure he can get the challenge through.
There will be it will be winter though. I can't imagine he lets him.
Oh right, he hasn't marshaled yet.
Yeah.
When he played Ghost, I just figured he had marshaled, but he hasn't. And that's a card in Shadow.
John Griff, most likely.
That is a standard Shadow card for Targaryen.
Does he play anything else? Let's check the lists. John Griff is the only thing, right?
Yes. John Griff seems to be his only Shadow card. So we're gonna expect that it's that.
He hard plays Caitlyn. He wants her on the attack, I guess, with the intrigue.
He probably also figured out that it was young Griff and that old Nan couldn't get through in intrigue. He also might have wanted to make sure that he had more unique characters on the board.
Yeah.
So that Marine Turning Ground doesn't do much.
He did
Although
have
he
4 versus 1, 2.
That is true. And it's only so much the other person can burn. I'm still impressed by the board state now. I feel like if it wasn't for the fact that Raius has used both his resets and Jesus has 13 power to 1.
If it would win 0-0 and all plots were left. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been over. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and they had equally many cards in hand.
Yeah.
And it wasn't winter. Then he had a shot in this. Then,
Now he's just counting, trying to survive this turn, I think.
I think so too. Which is a good idea, because you never know what next turn is going to give you. Although in this case, probably not much. He can certainly survive.
Do you think so?
No, Arya has stealth. Does neutral Ghost have stealth?
I guess so. It should be stealth or deadly. The other one has stealth.
2 stealth on the board. Young Griff has stealth as well.
3 stealth. The Raven as well.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
He's just gonna get through in anything he wants, I think.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many unopposed he's gonna get.
Only needs 1, I guess. And he will win dominance, most likely. He doesn't need.
This is. If I was a betting man, I would say this is the last round of a short and might I say boring game.
You may.
It's not the type of game that's gonna go to history. It's not the type of game that we will remember in 1.0. The big turns, the massive cards, the big strategies. One deck just didn't come out right, and the other deck had all the answers.
I think there is a guy who will remember this for a long time. one guy.
My heart goes out to you, Raius. Really, this is a tough break.
I've been in his position. It's very, very sad. He passes.
It is, and you always want to turn to your opponent and say, "Let's play again, just so I can show you that my deck isn't crap." That this is something that just happened now. It wouldn't happen again. If we played 100 games, this would be that 1 in 100. Thinking, calculating, is there a way to survive this?
I think Raius passed, and now it's Jesus
It's
trying.
past all his challenges.
Just making sure he doesn't make a mistake.
Is that his hand?
No,
That's
it's his discard.
Okay. He's taking it very slow, making sure he doesn't do any mistakes. But why is he looking through his discard pile?
Just, I guess he's trying to calculate what he could draw, what events are left. I do that all the time.
In your 75 card deck, you're calculating.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
It's a card game we're playing after all.
in this situation, I just, get filled with self-confidence. I go all in, and then I do mistake after mistake until my opponent beats me. That's my strategy. That's how I like to play the game.
So how many tournaments have you bounced out of or lost because of this?
Oh,
Can you count them on one hand? I don't think so.
no. I'm a horrible tournament player. I did win Marburg Mogulis this time.
All that counts, right?
All that counts. But that was probably because there wasn't enough people from outside of Sweden who came and challenged us in the best tournament there is. Hint, hint, next year, come.
You really should. You should.
They should. The castle is even nicer than Stahleck Castle.
Mm-hmm. We've already been starting to plan it, talking to the castle.
And without embarrassing my co-host, oh, there it is. The game is over. We even missed the ending.
We played an only game.
Only game that matters to get unopposed.
No, he didn't.
Didn't pass his challenges?
And then did a power, and didn't work out.
Yeah. And now they're talking, and he's like, "That was a crazy setup, and you had everything." And he goes, "Yeah. I'm not gonna lose my concentration. I'm going to play the finals." And we will be commenting the finals very soon.
Very soon.
I hope it's more exciting than this game was.
I heard it's a long game.
Oh, that's good. Oh, we like a long game. A good, solid, long game. Aw,
He's very
some
nice.
comforting sportsmanship.
They are very nice, the
They
Spaniards.
are very
They are.
nice. And of course, it's easy to be nice when you just club at your enemy.
You've just been sitting there for 40 minutes, smiling, being happy.
I think that's it for this game.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to thank you for listening to us. Bye.
Bye-bye.